Hello, my neon lights. 'Tis I, Midnight Neon, and we are watching Kentucky Ballistics again with Scott. And this is another one of his Guns Go Booms. Right over here's the playlist. I'm not sure if you guys can actually see my cursor or not. I've been having some issues with things. Like there, you can probably see those two little things highlighting back and forth. That's where my cursor was at. Anyway, um, I've been having a lot of issues lately. I've been having to deal with a lot of family stuff. It's it's really been difficult lately. So I'm going to try and get in this episode and get it out as soon as possible. I did a lot of uploads of Mass Effect. Anyway, I just got so much on my mind and too much to deal with right now. So let's go ahead and watch Scott blow some things up, shall we?
The M1 Garand. Never had one of these before. Do it. Do it. After all, why shouldn't I? Do it. Do it.
Why?
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and we're back for another episode of When Guns Go Boom. We have tested a variety of popular firearms to failure on this series, and today I have another very popular firearm. This is the M1 Garand. It was in service between 19...
Just one last little thing, my neon lights. Don't ever put your thumb inside of a gun. It won't end well. As Scott showed, actually.
1936 and 1957. It is a semi-automatic 30-06 rifle and is one of the most iconic U.S. service weapons. So today we are going to have a little bit of fun with the M1 Garand, and then we are going to load it up with a very spicy round and see what would happen if it was pushed to failure. Ugh! I've actually never fired an M1 Garand, and I'm really excited to try it out and experience the legendary ping sound in real life. This is a M1 Garand clip, and it has 8 rounds of 30-06 full metal jackets in it. When it's on its last round, it will fire and then eject this clip out the top, and it makes a very satisfying ping. Supposed to just push this down in there all the way in. That should just... Okie dokie. Let's try this thing out. Here we go.
You just got jammed. You just got jammed.
There we go. Had a few jams. You know, some rifles just don't like to be babied. Let's try one more time.
I didn't hear that ping he was saying.
That's what it...
Let's see that again. Oh, I finally heard that ping he was talking about. Pretty cool.
That's what it was. The M1 Garand apparently does not like you to be sweet on it. Oh. I wish there was a company out there that made something I could put my stuff in and like sling it on my back or something. Well, thankfully there is a company that does that, and they're called 511, and they're today's sponsor, and they are the original creator of the tactical backpack. Not only do the 511 Rush backpacks come in every single color and shape you can possibly think of, they're also full of super duper useful compartments. And on top of that, they are stupid tough.
I might
They're
leave
great
this one
for
in
hanging
just
around.
because of how punny it is.
A little dirty, but looks just fine. So pretty much the 511 Rush series backpacks are pretty tough. But you know what else is pretty tough? Paying full price. But lucky for you, if you use code SCOTT20, you will get 20% off all non-sale items. You can use this online by clicking my link in the description down below, or you can walk into one of 511's many retail stores. This offer is good until August 30th. Again, a big thank you to 511 for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it.
What?
1, 2. I feel good about this one. 3. Dang it! All right, now let's take a few shots at a Kentucky Ballistics clear ballistic gel T-Rex and see how the M1 Garand does against it. Take this, tiny T-Rex. Oh, just right through him. Are we even hitting this thing? Oh yeah, it's just going right through him. These are full metal jackets. Let's make it interesting then. Here we go, right in the face. Ah, yeah. That looks pretty bad. I say we give him one more though. Right there. Oh, we got a jam.
You just got jammed.
Really?
All right, got us a few more targets. I have two 2 liters of Fanta. I have 1 whole gallon of mustard, 1 whole gallon of mayonnaise, which by the way, both of these have been inside a hot barn for a few months. And then I have
So they're probably really
64
nasty.
ounces of pre-mixed shaving cream, but I believe this is supposed to go in a shaving cream machine.
So they're things he can't use.
Oh. Popped out that time. Well, it looks like the M1 Garand did a great job at disposing of those expired condiments. But there's one more thing that I need to test with it before we push it to failure.
God.
And that is, how would it do against a Furby? I need to know if Furbies managed to take over the world and we had to go back to the M1 Garand as our service rifle. Would it get the job done?
World domination.
Before we shoot it, I feel like maybe I should give it a little something extra, you know, like, oh. America!
Yo, Furbies are nightmare monsters.
I think we need to give it one more. Oh! Yep.
That Furby took quite a few hits.
I would
man.
say that the M1 Garand would do just fine at eliminating Furbies. So now that we've had some fun with the M1 Garand and we know what it's capable of, let's see what would happen if this thing experienced a catastrophic failure. So we have our setup here.
Here we go,
We have
guys.
a lead
Here we
sled,
go,
a
Money on
Ballistic
Ice.
Dummy Lab zombie torso, some Lexan here on the top. I'm gonna set up the M1 Garand in the lead sled. I feel like this is about where it would be on your shoulder if you were shooting the rifle. Then I'm gonna load this thing up with a very spicy round. We will take our hook, place it around the trigger, and then I'm going to hide behind an engine block and pull the string. My neck scar is itching. That's a good sign, but I don't think that the zombie is gonna be too messed up from this catastrophic failure. So make sure you stay until the end of the video, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
you know how I know it's
what is he
really
doing
hot
with
today?
that thing?
Have a look right here. Mr. Zombie's face has melted into the lead sled. That is a good cheek weld. He is probably an excellent sharpshooter. So standard operating pressures for a 30-06 are 55,000 PSI. This little guy right here is going to be producing upwards of 290,000 PSI. That's a spicy meatball! Now for the nerve-wracking part, which is placing this inside the gun. All right. Boom round going in. And now I'm gonna have to kind of send that home a little bit. Oh! Oh! The hook in there. And
that thing didn't explode on him.
now we will, I'm probably gonna take that safety off before I put the hook in there. It won't fit. Alright, it is the moment of truth, but before I pull the string, do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button. Alright, here we go. Holy moly!
Well, that's the end of that gun. Hey, look at that. It just split that gun like it was nothing. There he goes again. I like the fact that he uses slow motion cameras to do this. Because it lets you really see the details of everything. The wood splintering, the metal fracturing.
I'm pretty sure that that was a catastrophic failure. What do you think, Mike? Why? Holy moly. I have never seen one detonate like this. Well, I did have a front seat to one of them detonating like this one time, but I've never seen one detonate like this when we are doing these tests. This is truly catastrophic. There is wood absolutely everywhere. You would have thought that I put the M1 Garand in the Chip-O-Matic 5000. This was pretty spectacular. Let's take a look. Get our Lexan out of here. And then here's our table. And as you can see here, the table
Didn't fare
got
so well.
smacked pretty good by something. But who cares? It's just a stupid table. So I'm not really seeing too much damage to Mr. Zombie. He's more so just melting. There is a piece of wood right there in the top of his head. But other than that, he seems like he's okay. Now that may have been a different story if his face was closer to that receiver. I do think that you would have suffered from some injuries. This is the front of the gun, the barrel and the receiver, and it seems like the majority of the explosion happened right there in the receiver, and it is all kinds of messed up. I see our bolt It actually just fell out on the table and it is completely thrashed. It looks to me like the trigger is still around the hook.
Yeah, it is.
Still attached on there. Get that off of there. Oh, look at that. Just completely blown apart. Holy cow. I wonder if that hammer will still work.
That was sheared
Even the
off.
hammer's got a broken spot on it. Whoa! Still works. But you can see right there, it's got a chip on the hammer. Just throw that in the pile. I got some other stuff down here, it looks like. Got our spring. That looks like something you clean your toilet out with. Oh!
It does, it does.
Got us another chunk of metal down here. Look at that, man. It's just completely broken, just chipped apart. It appears that the stock held up pretty well. Oh man, look at that. Something came backwards. Hit.
Yeah, look at that. Something hit into that and then it scratched all the way down. That is nuts.
That stock. And then this is all blown apart. I mean, I almost have all the parts. We could put this thing back together. So the barrel is split on the end, and our fore end and stock is completely annihilated. Receiver blown apart, and the stock is blown apart. So I have to give it to the M1 Garand. That was one of the most spectacular catastrophic failures we've had on the channel, minus the one that I was involved in. If the M1 Garand had a catastrophic failure, I am almost certain that the operator would sustain some injuries. Let me know what you thought about this test in the comment section down below, and let me know what other firearms you would like to see tested on When Guns Go Boom.
Well, my neon lights, that was quite the show, wasn't it? Watching that gun explode. Sorry, oh, I'm not my usual goofy, laughy, and make jokes self right now. Yeah, like I said before, I'm dealing with a lot of stuff at the moment, especially at home. But anyway, at least got to watch this together. Hopefully things will start turning around a bit, and I'll have a little more time to do things with you guys and watch videos and do reactions and things. Anyway, my neon lights, remember, always shine brightly in the dark.